Good morning, everybody. As many of you know, we celebrated a wonderful simcha this week, personally, in our family, which was the engagement of our son, Lebi, to Aviva. And we are so joyful, and it's such a wonderful thing, but at the same time, it's so hard right now to be part of the Jewish people and to experience what we're experiencing. We were celebrating meeting our new future in-laws a few hours after the kids had gotten engaged, and just the six of us, Lebi and Aviva, Ali and I, and Chaim and Pesi, our new future in-laws, and we got a call. Lebi got a call that his commander, who he was very, very close with, who he was his right-hand man during training, had been killed the night before in Gaza. How are we supposed to handle news like that? How are we supposed to handle anything and everything that's going on right now? A few weeks ago, a month ago, I had an amazing opportunity to speak with Racheli Frankel, one of the great inspiring leaders of the Jewish people, who her son was one of the three boys, Naftali Frankel, who was kidnapped and killed by Hamas in 2014. And I asked her this question: how can we be happy right now? How can we go about our lives in a regular, joyful way? We're commanded to be happy and to fill our lives with joy, but how do we do that? And she shared with me something that I'll never forget. 2 words. She said 2 words: pan out. That's what she said. And when I asked her to explain, she said, always look at the big picture. Always understand that there's a massive process that's always taking place, that takes years and generations and tens and hundreds of generations to fulfill. We're in a process. And the truth is that we really learn that in this week's Torah portion. When we're commanded to bring our contribution to the temple, we're told to take a half a shekel. And there are many explanations why it's a half a shekel and not an entire shekel. It's not because Jews are cheap, but it's because we have to always know that we are not whole, we're not complete, because we're in the middle of a process. There's something large going on, something really big taking place, and we only see the tiniest bit of it. You know, have you ever been in the middle of a Netflix series and you're like in the 3rd season, in the 6th episode of some amazing thriller and action film, and somebody walks in, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's a friend, and says, wait, why did that happen? Why did she say this? Why did he do this? What's going on over here? And your answer to them is, look, if you really want to know, you've got to go back from the beginning and watch the entire series to the very end. And then I promise you it'll all make sense. But you can't walk in the middle of the 3rd season, in the middle of an episode, and start asking questions. That's what we're learning from this half shekel piece, that we are always halfway through. We're never there. We've never completed this process. And because of that, even though we have wonderful, joyful moments, the engagement of a child, it's so incredible, but there's also going to be pain and difficulty and backstepping and challenges along the way. And we can't let those challenges shake our emunah, our belief, our total faith in Hashem and the fact that He has a plan. That's what Racheli Frankel told me when I sat with her. Pan out. Look at the big picture. If you want to be happy, if you want to live a life of joy, even when there's a lot of pain around us, the only way to do that is to look at the big picture. And don't focus on the details and the specifics, but understand that there's a massive process going on here, and we're only seeing a little tiny bit of it. That helped me a lot, and I hope it helps you as well. Wishing everyone a wonderful Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem.